All right. I tried Instagram Live, and nobody goes on there anymore. I got to be at the right time to do that. I don't know. We only had like 5 people. Let me close this curtain, get the lighting right. Should be good. Yeah. So we'll see if notifications go out. I will say I think I enjoyed House of Pain better. I only watched episode 6. I didn't watch episode 5, the one where Jasmine has the sex talk with Ella. I didn't watch that one. So episode 5 was pretty good. I'm not going to say that I have the best feelings towards it, but it was pretty good. I feel like the show is getting better, but it's still suffering from that dragging of the plot thing. Like last week, I thoroughly enjoyed the CJ and Janine dynamic. The chemistry still there. I applause to that. But okay, we got 75 people. Hey, I didn't realize notifications went out. Okay, that's great. Let me pull up the live on my computer, and I can look at all the chats. I did not watch Assisted Living, but I did hear Brown came back. I did. Hey everybody, how's it going? Okay, I got it on my computer so I can read all of our chats here. That's why I hate Miranda. She is so dang selfish and illogical. I'm tired of her. I just love House of Pain. Okay, well, all right, let's get this discussion going. Yes, I'll throw in the Cash App because I'm shameless. Plus, I kind of need money right now. Remember, if you want to donate, you can. It's not mandatory. Anyway, all right, so let's get this discussion going. Oh, Joanne Wallace, first-time viewer, thanks for being here. Okay, let's get this going. Okay. Please tell me if I'm wrong. They promoted this show as being 5 years later, right? Season 8, 5-year time jump, season 9. I'm not an expert in marriage. Well, technically, I am certified as a counselor. I didn't know that until I got in the mail from my college days. I didn't know. Okay, anyway, how long is a divorce supposed to take? I know they can be messy. I know, hey, Kimberly Smith, first-time viewer. I know they can be messy. I know they can take a while, but based on what the dialogue in the episode was, they were saying Miranda keeps dragging me to court. Calvin only wants to give $1,000. Miranda makes more than Calvin. Well, divorce can take years. Yeah, I know in some cases they can, but based on what Miranda was saying, Savion Bailey, Wikipedia and several other sources said it was 8 years as well. So it was either 5 or 8. I don't know. I don't know. Here's my thing. No, I follow her on Instagram, but I don't know about Heather's situation. Okay. Let me know if my interpretation is incorrect. From what I gathered, it sounds to me like Miranda is interested in getting back with Calvin. This has nothing to do with money, in my opinion. It's like, I want what's fair to me. What I think is happening is Miranda sees Calvin as the man that she wanted him to be when they were married. You know, he's driven, he has a good job, he's successful. That's the Calvin I wanted when we were married. He was never like that. Do you think Miranda will take the condo back? They have one child together, 1,000 months is plenty if you use it on the child. Yeah, especially. She probably just want Calvin back, as who probably will say it. Exactly. She's pregnant, that's why she's so emotional. By who? It doesn't like it was Calvin. Let me know when you get back to the Have Nots, because I didn't watch Miranda on the show. I got a ton of videos that I haven't edited yet. I recorded about 19 yesterday. Right here is the House of Pain and Assisted Living videos I did. Over here are bruh videos. I don't know if you can see it. And then up here, a ton of Have Not content. Don't worry. Ton of Have Nots. I got to edit. I'm probably going home tomorrow. I need a break. Somebody we will see later in the show. Yeah, most likely. I love the Janine and Miranda conversation. What didn't feel great. That's why. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like it didn't feel completely dragged. I'll get to the Malik thing. I agree, because he was working. Didn't him and Mercedes work at like the same company or something? Now, I don't know if he got together with Mercedes. Laura is a new character who he's going to be dating later in the show. But how could she have a child by Calvin if they aren't even talking? Unless they hooked up recently. Because again, the show is supposed to be 5 years later. No, they didn't bring back the they didn't bring back the barbershop or the firehouse crew yet, so we still have no word on them. Last season of House of Payne, Calvin was working with CJ at City Hall. I wonder if he got a promotion or an entirely different job. That's a possibility. And thanks, because I the last couple seasons of House of Payne, I didn't know. If you were cast onto House of Payne, would you still hate it? The same thing about Have and Have Nots. I would still do it. Miranda was so whiny. I agree. And that's the thing, is like, don't come to me for advice if you don't want to hear what I have to say. I got another question. Okay, and she got the nerve to try and make Janine feel bad for asking those questions. Janine was right. Miranda was sounding like a gold digger. I want what I deserve. How is Tyler Perry's other show? I still haven't watched the new season. Assisted Living, I haven't really watched much of it aside from the first 2 episodes. Hey, Michelle. It seems like Tyler keeps writing women who is getting divorced, like Miranda from Acrimony, Cough, Jasmine from Sisters. And remember, Veronica got a divorce. Well, David and Veronica divorced. So she's saying that if Calvin married her again, it will be like the good old days. I feel like she wants Calvin because of who he is now versus who he was when they were married. Mr. Brown wasn't really funny last night. Well, see, I didn't watch it yet. I'm just like, if I do watch it, it will just be for that part. I thought this was supposed to be about the haves and the have-nots. The title of the live stream is Tyler Perry's House of Payne. Miranda has some nerve. And again, we're back to bad angle and lighting because I look awful on my laptop. Yeah, I saw Acrimony one time. Actually, hang on a second. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's better. Oh yeah, Miranda. Yeah, she does great playing the role. I think they're in walking distance, aren't they? Don't CJ and Janine live in like the same neighborhood? Yeah, I'm glad Calvin isn't going to take her back either. Based on an episode synopsis for the future episodes, he's ready to move on and date. I mean, would you really want to get with someone who drags you to court? Because it seems to me, oh, they live across the street. I felt like they did. Thank you for confirming that. Because I feel like Calvin clearly never wanted to talk with Miranda. Miranda clearly wants to just talk with Calvin, but she doesn't want to make that move. And then, okay, here's a question for you. Here's a question. If you were one of the family members, would you have cut off Miranda completely? Like Calvin's like, you know what? Don't talk to don't interact with her anymore. Would you still talk with her, or would you respect Calvin's wishes? Remember, Janine and CJ divorced and remarried so that could happen to Calvin and Miranda, possibly. Does Calvin make as much as Miranda says? I mean, I would think that's a good question. Why would he say, I ain't got nothing? Well, you know, Curtis like, you ain't got nothing. Even Malik said that, but I'm like, if you're making $128,000 a year, I mean, He could be paying off. Well, no, didn't his folks say they paid for his college? So unless he had like student loans or whatever, he needs to move away from her. I would assume that Miranda and Calvin weren't staying in the condo together, unless they are. Yeah. That was my question. It's like, being that there's a difference between if they had children and didn't. Oh, I forgot about Calvin Jr. Yeah, you're right. Notice the haves and have not reviewed Tyler Perry House Payne discussion. Yeah, I have no idea what YouTube notifications look like for lives. Miranda like Steve Urkel. Oh yeah, Miranda does real estate. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't cut her off. Like Melrose said, limited basis. Because if you did my cousin like that, I would look at you some kind of way. Yeah, he is a good father. Yeah. I actually have a couple of friends I was talking with. They're talking about how marriage is kind of like, I don't know if Tracy's coming back. Yeah, Calvin Jr. What's the name of Calvin and Miranda's child? I'm going to try to Google it right now. Christian. Oh, okay, thanks, Christian. I mean, because Ella is the grandmother, so yeah, I mean, you can't completely cut her out, but I don't know. I can't imagine what that would be like, with your current wife or girlfriend being pregnant and then you're carrying around the child from a previous relationship. Yeah, I can't wait to see what Ella has to say too. I know how Tyler Perry shows work to not getting a divorce. So Janine was a strip. I don't think so. Was she? I don't think I got that vibe from their Janine and Calvin's conversation. I mean, Janine and CJ's conversation. I thought it was like the first time they had sex. She was just a lot. Oh yeah. The twins, they were good. It's called Blended Family. They're all connected. Okay, thank you for breaking that down. I appreciate that. Yeah, he cried. CJ. Okay, I talked about this on Instagram, but I want to bring it here. What do you think about how they're doing Malik? Because I mean, I don't know. Janine was a ballerina. That would make a lot of sense. I get okay. Part of me is like he is being disrespectful, being that he's staying in his parents' house. He has a knocked up girlfriend staying with him as well. But on the flip side, it's like, well, I'm studying and I'm trying to get a good education so I can get up out of here. So, but again, if it's rent free, then yeah, you should help your mom with the kids and all. But I don't know. Maybe I'm having flashbacks from my life. Like get up before I knock. Get the door, whatever. I'm like, but you were over there. Yeah, Malik needs to get it together. Yeah. He told his father his mom was faking it. Like, what? I feel like, to be honest, I think Malik was written to be sassier than Jasmine. And I'm like, that's awkward. Didn't he call Calvin pretty? She was a party girl. Okay. Yeah, kind of. I figured I don't remember her being a stripper. He's a mini Curtis. That actually makes a lot of sense. Thank you. That makes a lot of sense. Miranda just pissed me off as soon as she came on the screen. I was over her. They got an annulment. I know, right? See, that's the thing. I don't like. Why would you go? See, that's why I don't give advice. unless somebody really wants to, like, don't come over to me and then get mad if I tell you the truth. I see both sides, but his parents do need to give him a break so he can focus on his studies. Compromise. I agree. Here's my thing. It's like, no disrespect, but if you're able to function when I wasn't here, then why would I be expected to help now that I'm back? Again, I see both sides of it. I really do. I really do. But it's like, if I'm studying, yeah, I can't. That's why I can never move back home. I can't do that. No. Yeah, the Paynes know the Browns. Mr. Brown came in the show originally. I didn't like how they treated Jasmine's sexuality versus Malik's. I didn't watch episode 5 because I thought it'd be boring. I might watch it for leisure between now and next week, but I don't know. He wasn't really studying. He was goofing around. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, wait. Didn't he pretend to have soundproof headphones on? Yeah, he was definitely disrespectful. What would rank the episode for? I don't really have a grade for it, so I'm sorry, I really don't. Do you think Jasmine is pregnant? Has she even had sex yet? Why can't you move back with your parents? I'm not, okay, as of right now, my sister and nephew are still there. I wouldn't want to move back to a house full of people. Like, whenever I go home, I can't even stay more than 2 days because too congested. I would only move back if my nephew and sister weren't there, but even then, I wouldn't want to stay for long. I would definitely just want to stay until I get up out of there, No, yeah, she hasn't had sex yet. She's thinking about it, and her boyfriend, Caleb, the preacher's son, is kind of pushing her. Oh, yeah, Oh, yeah, I love the Lola Executor. Did they ever say what happened to Malik's wife? No. Didn't they get a divorce or annulment back in season 8? Yeah, they did move around to a couple different places. Oh, yeah. I mean, well, if you want to count the living room and the kitchen. But I loved Ella was getting on my nerves in episode 5, but dude, you got to watch. I will watch it later tonight. How about that? I will watch it later tonight. Why is Curtis so dang disrespectful now? Character annulment. Okay. What's the difference? Annulment versus divorce. Isn't that both a conclusion to a partnership, a union? Okay, guys, I promise you, because it is on YouTube, I will watch episode 5. I'll probably watch both episodes again, because they got videos where they got both episodes in one, so. Annulment is when the marriage never happened. Okay. It's pronounced executor. I mean, I really don't have much. See, I did an entire video or a live stream about the haves and the have-nots after the episode. Hence why I'm really focusing on House of Payne right now. Oh, like the video, guys. We got 82 people, but only 15 likes. Thumbs up. Hey, Valerie, what's up? How's it going? CJ, Janine, and Malik have great chemistry. Yeah, this was definitely better than last week. Pacing, straight to the point. Yep. The first is quicker and can be done right away like it didn't exist. The voice drags on. Oh, okay. Thank you. That actually explains it a lot better. Hey, Zachary, what's up? I wonder if Miranda will get jealous when Calvin dates Laura. Most likely. Yeah, I hope they have good chemistry too. She's going to be played by the same actress that played Gia on The Haves and the Have-Nots. I don't think she's showing up until the back half of this season, though, so we might not see her until the second portion of this season 9. I think Malik needs another storyline. Wait, in the preview, didn't it say that Calvin might move back in with his parents? And Miranda better not be jealous she's getting what she asked for? Yeah, pretty much. She wants him back, so she will be jealous. Tyler's just writing Curtis like what he thinks every. Oh, sorry. Tyler is writing Curtis like what he thinks every straight man is like Creepy Joe, so that's why Curtis is different now. He basically forgot how to write Curtis. That actually is a very good description. I like that. The episode 9 says Calvin starts dating again. Yep. Laura is going to be the new girl Calvin's dating. Calvin moving back in with a 6-figure job. I know, right? That makes no sense. I got the feeling Calvin's new girlfriend, Laura and Miranda, will go fight. I think in an early synopsis for the series, they said that Laura and Miranda actually know each other. They just don't know the Calvin connection. Just like with the show being 5 years later, why is Malik still in college? That I don't get what they're doing. We need a little less Uncle Curtis and Aunt Ella. I agree to an extent, because really what they should have done is what they seem to establish in episode 3, where Janine and CJ would kind of be the new Curtis and Ella. Like Curtis and Ella would still be there, but Janine and CJ would be there for, more so like advice. Maybe Malik is still 18. If he has that Ash Ketchum syndrome where he never ages, maybe Calvin's cheap. If I made 6 figures, I ain't moving. Look, I'm not trying to jinx it, but let me just say that the Lord has been blessing me over the past 3 months. YouTube has been doing better. I've been making more the past 3 months than I've ever made, over the past 3 years I've been doing this. That's why I'm like, if the money continues to flow in the way it is now, I'm probably getting my own place next year. What I like is how the episode got everyone talking. Yes, that was another factor. The pacing was still a bit meh, but we got to hear people talk. Hey, thanks for YouTube. Twins are usually, I'm guessing you say useless. Yeah, I really feel like we need to break them, because so many times, like, man, she been taking you to court for a long time. I did laugh when CJ was like, the divorce is taking longer than y'all been married. Y'all taking longer to divorce than you did to when you were married. And I'm like, Calvin was probably part of a pyramid scheme. Maybe Miranda and Laura used to scam guys together until Miranda fell in love with Calvin. That would be interesting. God bless you, keep striving. I hope so. I really hope so. I wonder if we'll see Calvin's kids. I don't know. Do we really need to? I mean, Hayden and Jaden are just there as decoration. It's like, hey, we still exist. I was hoping to see a little scene between Malik and his siblings. House of Payne, too much laugh track on assisted living, too much cursing and repeating the same thing. I'm looking at the teenagers like, at what point would they be alive in real life? Like being dead for talking back. Can one of the twins be a skateboarder? How about making Malik an esports competitor? Anything is more interesting than what they're doing with him now. The siblings don't look like each other. They got similar complexions, but that's it. Background characters, exactly. Yo, Alolan Executor with Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, Wood Hammer, Draco Meteor. Boom. Oh, no, actually Giga Drain. Hopefully there'll be a scene between Malik and Jasmine. I know Christian is coming later in the show. 4 years married, 5 years in divorce court. Caleb is the pastor's son, and that's all I know about him. Apparently he's like a rapper, social media or something. Yeah. The whole like mistakes thing. I'm like, I get you're trying to be funny, but I feel like that was cringeworthy. Did Malik live in a dorm in the older House of Pain episodes? I thought he did. Yeah, he lived on a dorm. I wonder why Miranda's back at CJ and Janine's house. Did she know Calvin was going to be there? I don't think so. Yeah, you're going to say their mistakes right there. I feel like that was bad. Yeah, his roommate was Jennifer. Oh, I didn't know that. I forgot. Like I said, guys, remember season 8 of House of Pain. That was when I was like, what, either in early college or about to get out of high school. And they kept changing the time slot, so I don't know House of Pain like the back of my hand. I don't. So if I'm like, say I don't remember, I legit don't remember because I don't know. I don't even think I want them back together. Maybe after the Miranda and Ella talk, we'll get to see sides of it. But what did you think of the talk? I didn't watch episode 5 yet. I will watch it today. I promise you I will watch episode 5 and rewatch episode 6. I will watch them. I did watch Bruh. It was really good. I liked it. Why can't they bring the old girlfriend? New characters. Suburban dad look. Laura's going to be a main character as soon as she appears. Oh, that's great. That's great. Quinn Walters, aka Gia from the Haves and the Have-Nots. I like, again, even though I rag on the pacing and all, I do like when Tyler works with people consistently because usually from what I've heard with talking with some of these cast members, they've said that, Tyler, I got a prude from nice haircut thing. I have not cut my hair in a few weeks. I was going to cut it, but I'm like, I'm about to go home in a couple of days. I'll probably cut it towards the end of the month. Side note. Remember Ambitions, Bella True? And then on If Loving You Is Wrong, Mandy, Larry's wife. Remember her? Erica Page? No, Malik and Lisa are together. Remember her? Mandy from If Loving You Is Wrong and Bella True from Ambitions. Interview next Friday. Yeah, the pacing, that's true. I remember, yeah, we're going to have an interview next week. I was going to do it tomorrow, but I'm like, I need a break. What if Jasmine's boyfriend is way older? I don't think so. Malik was actually kind of funny this week. He was, but I felt like they were reaching into okay, what kind of college student talks to their parents that way? Again, growing up in a black household, it's like, people always tell me, yo, I never knew you were this sarcastic. When I live back at home, your parents only see disrespect. They don't see sarcasm. So, yeah, it's weird. Because, like, my mom looks at my videos like, boy, I didn't know you were this funny. Have you watched House of Pain, Tyler Pesta? They keep popping up on my recommended on YouTube. Oh, my God. I don't remember the theme song, but I know Ella did the vocals on it. But it was like, oh, House of Pain. Those are really good. Curtis has been acting like yeah, Curtis he has his moments, but then it's like, okay, pervert. I think Miranda's right. In what regard? Main Pierre. I like when they are sarcastic and talkish so I can see how they react. There's a difference between sarcastic one-liners versus, okay, you're just dragging on the sarcasm just to drag on the scene. I did like that moment where CJ was like, I got something for you, and he rushes over, kind of beats up Malik. That was a funny scene. I did like that. Curtis has been acting like a horny teenager. Yeah. And then it's like, why you gotta put out your chest like that? It's like, boy, this chest can still put out a war. Hey, how y'all doing? I love your reviews. I'm actually going to be featured on the Have and Have Nots upcoming episode. Who's this? Granny with, I'm not going to read your name out, but, yeah, you don't have to tell me what role, but if you are coming up in an episode, congratulations. Millie Rock Malik. He's still the same old Curtis since, yeah, you're right. I like CJ. Calvin is acting like a sick puppy. I ain't gonna lie. I like that. What was it, like the brown trench coat? I like that. If I was a little bit taller, got the little fade, the high top going, I ain't gonna lie. He looked fresh. Calvin dressing like he make 8 figures. 6 figures. I agree. She hasn't been checking Calvin. Then Janine just killed the vibe. Oh my God, yeah. How was court? LOL. Oh, that Calvin outfit was. It really was. It really was. I need to see if I can interview Calvin. Done grew up on us. I know it's like that. Stephanie from Full House versus Stephanie in Full House. I'm like, what? I don't really drink tea, but Malik looked more like himself. He did. He did. He did. Hey, do you mind? I gotta go to the dryer real quick and check my clothes. I'll be back in like 45 seconds. All right, I'm going to check my clothes. I want to be right back. Calvin was fresh. I know, right? He was. All right, clothes are done. Clothes are done. All right, here we go. It was better than 5. I haven't seen 5 because I knew it was going to be bad. Calvin dressed like that even. The twins didn't look like twins. Now that bed should have been made before live. I actually washed my bed sheets, so that's why my bed isn't made right now. You notice I'm not even wearing a hat. I'm just like, I was doing laundry, so. Yeah, I feel like it's getting steadily better, but it's not at full capacity yet. I'm expecting something to move without someone else touching it. What? Oh yeah, wearing a Flash shirt. Got this at Walmart. Calvin looks like he has 3 side pieces. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I'd say my favorite shows, I would still give the haves and have-nots the edge. I would put Bruh right beneath that. Then I'll put House of Pain, and then I'll put Assisted Living, which I've only watched 2 episodes of. I like episode 6 too, but I just didn't like how the characters were like Malik was calling exactly Miranda demanding. I hope there are more serious episodes along with funny. Get House of Pain back to what it was. I've only watched 2 episodes of Assisted Living and they were trash. They were the first 2. I can't wait to see how Jasmine is going to react about the Calvin. Oh yeah, that's right. This is awkward. Didn't Curtis and Ella move to Cal? It was Florida, and for whatever reason they haven't addressed it yet in House of Pain. I guess we're supposed to forget it ever happened. That's my interpretation right now. When you left the room, it was like Paranormal Activity. I was just getting my clothes out of the dryer. Yo, I washed my sheets because it's a cold, rainy day and fall is next week, so I wanted my sheets fresh. I'm probably going to have to put my comforter on soon. What? I really loved Assisted Living. Oh yeah, you say that every time. I mean, more power to you. Not my thing. Haven't have not sisters Yovel, bruh. J. Anthony Brown, I like him as a comedian, but I don't. I think the foul mouth. I feel like him and Alice from Bro would get along just fine. It's not even the money thing, I think, Veronica. I feel like Calvin is the person Miranda wanted to marry. Driven. Yeah, it's good that he has a job and makes some money, but it's the fact that he's not the person he was when they got married. Janine used to date Rod. Oh yeah, I think I read about that. Yeah. It's because nobody wants Miranda. Do you believe that Candace and Charles get back together? They probably will, but I'm over that storyline, to be honest. I need for Tyler to be root me to Browns was. Yeah, let me see if the ratings are out yet. Well, also think about it. They're on BET now, so a lot of things fly on BET that wouldn't fly on OWN. I mean, she was just done. She said, "I'm not in love with you anymore." Who do Miranda think she is? Assisted living is kind of a no. It feels slow. I agree. I love when Janine sung "Amazing." Oh yeah. She did sing that at the end. Actually, the ratings for assisted living last night were better than last week's episodes. Yeah, they were better than last week's. I didn't watch assisted living. It's awful. Yeah, she could sing. Very interesting conversation. We'll be following you. Want to hear more about the Paynes and especially the have-nots. Thank you. Yeah, well, stay tuned. You know, of course, there's always videos about the shows. It's just that I'm having a stressful week. I need a break. Take it off the air now. Assisted living. Yeah, CJ and Janine are amazing. Have-nots is not as good as it used to be. Oh yeah. You talking about Granny? Yeah, she's blocked. Just I don't want those juices. Love CJ and Janine. Yeah, they still got their chemistry. I love that. I mean, honestly, I wish we had more dialogue from the twins. Like, I'm not saying they have to be sassy as Jasmine was, but to give them personality would be good. Yeah, I didn't bother watching Assisted Living. Oh, yeah, let me check on a House of Payne to see if the ratings are listed for that. Just one moment. Wyatt and Justin got more. Oh, yeah, I don't think Wyatt's dead. I will try to get that video up on there. Michael is little Lizzie's grandfather. Next week is Calvin and Miranda focused episodes. I want Jasmine more to storyline. It just seems, and that's the problem with House of Payne now. It's like everybody has one storyline. The ratings for last night were not as high as last week. House of Payne, assisted living went up. House of Payne went down. I'm actually surprised by that. A lot of spam today. Yeah, writer is out. At the very least, people look over it. Do rate? Oh yeah. Let me see if I can find that have and have nots. I'm pretty sure it was over 1 million. It consistently gets over 1 million. Yeah. The haves and the have nots still beat out every episode of Assisted Living, every episode of House of Pain so far on BET. I believe that Janine will bring the ratings up. I doubt it. Nah, she's not really stalking Jeffrey. This week's no, we don't. I don't see the ratings for House have and have nots yet. Sorry, but I'm pretty sure it was still over 1 million. Janine is the best actor. Agreed. I just feel like they've written her to be more comic-y or comical. I feel the problem with House of Pain is they've written certain characters to be more jokey or to be extra serious and depressed than they usually were. That's why I feel like some of the acting is good, but I feel like it's a little off because some of these characters are written to be what they really aren't. You know? Yeah, I think Wyatt's still alive. Can't wait to see how Calvin reacts when he finds out Janine's been talking with Miranda. Do you think Miranda will be justified? It depends on how the conversation between her and Ella goes next week. Oh yeah, that episode where you got caught lying. Isn't that when Curtis and Ella show up? Yeah, if all the episodes could be like episode 6, that would be progress. I agree. I agree. No one is ever happy. You're absolutely right. Nobody's ever happy in have-nots. Even if they're happy, it's very short-lived. Or they're happy because they got away with something evil. Oh yeah, do you think CJ and Janine are really happy or not? Janine better apologize. She is hella unloyal for talking to Miranda and settle. Yeah, I did feel some kind of way about that. Wyatt on the floor still alive. Have not need some resolution and happy storylines. What could Miranda need? Well, I don't know. What divorces are weird. Like, what's his name? Dr. Dre and his wife wanting those outlandish demands, like $2 million a month. I don't know, Sam. I think Laura's jealousy is going to ruin the operation. Remember, she said, "Don't be flirting with her," and he's going to be in the bedroom taking his shirt off. Yeah, I hope they get the kids some lines instead of just having them stand there. I'm not saying Janine should have turned Miranda away, but it definitely seems like Miranda and Janine have been talking because why would Miranda just come over to the house randomly, especially if the divorce has been going on for so long? So I feel like they've still been in contact. Olenev, Olenev. I agree with what you said there. The whole situation about Janine was being cautious, so I will agree. Do you think Hannah and David going to get together? No. What's bad about Miranda? Remember how Janine was a recurring character in season 1? True. And Christian is still the cousin. I agree. I know, right? It's like even when a character says a sentence that isn't supposed to be funny, they throw in the laugh chat. I thought Janine and Miranda were sisters at first. What isn't bad about Miranda? The way she looks. I think she's fine. Oh, Janine can relate to the divorce that she and CJ had the same situation. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Oh yeah, she's fine. I wonder will CJ and Janine might split because it's bothering me that she's guest starring and also with her talking to Miranda possibly. Remember when Janine was on crack and the characters never stopped reminding her in the original? Yeah, I'm kind of glad they moved past that. Yes, he did, and he's still there until the whole pregnancy thing when he came. Yeah, true, true. See, this is what I mean. Like, how we're talking about House of Payne, I can't do the same thing about assisted living. It's like, I don't feel like there's any positivity to talk about. Even though this video is talking about how Miranda was bad, there are still some understanding to that storyline. So even though House of Payne does drag, there are some redeeming qualities about it. Assisted living, I got nothing. Maybe the only reason they use a laugh track is maybe it's because people are not in the studio. That's still not an excuse. Janine raised a good question about the $1,000 just for Miranda. Again, I love dialogue like that where it's like, okay, I see both sides of it. This is not about money. Do you think something is going on with CO? I don't know what you're asking there. Oh yeah, the theme song is good. Everybody like, assisted it's painful to watch. Yeah, I even did a video about the code. I'm like, Jim was being look, if I were Hannah and Jim was acting the way he was, I wouldn't tell him anything. But once he attempted to talk to her like a human being and was like, look, this is about Wyatt. It's, it's life or death. He has a problem. He stole the car. Could you give me the code? And then she hung up. I'm like, Miranda needs to ease up on Calvin. A lot of I will say this much. The situation between Calvin and Miranda is kind of a mirror of what's going on in the real world, not just with marriage, divorce, but politics, religion. Sometimes people just need to talk instead of dragging each other to court, dogging each other on social media. Just have a talk, because sometimes you're lashing out because there's something you really want to say. Communicate. Exactly. Yeah. And again, not to get too political or whatever, I feel the same way about certain things. I really don't talk politics, so yeah, Clarita, key in a marriage, yeah. CJ is supposed to be the same age as Janine. Do you think CJ and Janine is happy? Hope Tyler don't break them up. Me neither. But that's the thing, when they drag on the jokes, it's hard to tell if they're serious or not. Yeah, I will give it a shot. Next week, assisted living. I will give it a shot, but like I said, I want to take a few days off and go home and then come back, and then I got a lot of stuff to get done. So I'd say that the last week of September is going to be a good week. Hopefully, I can get back in the zone, because I just need a break. Not a good excuse to hit that laugh track and love thy neighbor for better or worse. Yeah, that's true. Alan, look, I don't know the ages, so I can't really talk about that. Hang on, let me catch up on these chats here. Yeah, communication's key. Calvin and Miranda are acting stubborn. I couldn't even watch the farewell play on YouTube. Tyler needs more writers now. Yeah, I'll probably be gone the weekend. I don't get paid until Monday, so I'm going to be pretty stuck at home. You look like Janine's grandpa. I don't know. I mean, he looks a little older, but I wouldn't go that far. Look, I don't really care about the ages. The CJ and Janine chemistry is still there, and that's what matters to me. Did anybody know my family business coming on? I don't know. I thought I saw a trailer about that when I was scrolling on Instagram earlier. Oh yeah, we almost got 100 people. Yeah, and if you're wondering why this dude needs to make his bed, I washed my sheets today. I haven't made my bed yet. CJ and Janine, good natural chemistry. I agree. Yeah, let's just move on from that. We just found out Benny is possibly Cora's daddy. I don't know. Miranda asked for the divorce. I think Calvin would have fought for the marriage if she didn't leave. Because in that final episode, he was trying to do something nice to go out to that dinner, but she didn't want to do it. If she disrespects Miss Ella, oh my God. Since everybody's talking about for better or worse, I didn't watch, so I don't know. Yeah, if loving you is wrong is over and done. If the writing was good, Miranda and Calvin could work, but I don't know. I think they should move on. And again, are they staying in the condo together still, or what? Calvin's going to have a fit that Ella and Miranda were even talking, let alone disrespectful. That's what I think. Any other questions? Like I said, have and have nots, I'm putting down on the bench because I've already done a discussion. She asked for a divorce on the anniversary. Oh, yeah, that's true. Calvin will get over it as the upcoming episode state they reconsider the divorce. But he's going to be dating somebody else soon. I think it was funny, but then Malik got overly disrespectful. That was cringy. Yeah, I did see the release for Sisters got pushed back. I don't know why, but whatever. I mean, hey, here's the thing. Excuse me. Even if they push the show back, guess what? That means when the haves and the have-nots is over, we got another show to look for. Who you call the acting in House of Payne? No, absolutely not Oscar worthy. What are you talking about? Curtis will never cook for himself. You always bother Ella to do it. Yeah, I don't know where these other characters and kids are. I honestly don't know. Fresh. All right, guys. I'll take a couple more questions. I need to put these clothes away before they get wrinkly again. Like I said, I'll probably go home. I'll check to see if it's not supposed to be raining tomorrow. I hope not, because if it isn't, I'm just gonna hit the road, go home for a few days, come on back. Yeah, Miranda did him dirty. House of Payne would have been a bad. Well, I'm only talking about season 9. I don't really remember the other ones. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, this was a good discussion. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will touch base when I get back in a couple. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going home tomorrow or Saturday, but if it's relatively clear with no rain, I'll probably go in the morning and come back next week. I need a break. But thanks so much for tuning in. Like I said, I did a ton of videos. If I don't post anything, then just know I didn't do a damn thing when I was at home except rest, but maybe I'll try to post something. Thanks so much. I'm going to watch House of Payne episode 5 right now while I'm folding clothes, and I'll let you know how I did. All right. Take care, guys.